What's up guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Morgan, and if you're new, make sure you subscribe and turn on my post notifications to see my videos every single week. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour reading challenge using popular BookTok books. These are not popular BookTok books, these are just books off my bookshelf, which are popular. They're just not on BookTok. So how this is going to work is I'm going to be reading for the next 24 hours. I thought I haven't read too many popular BookTok books and I've been meaning to. They're on my to be read list. I'm going to use the filter on TikTok and I'll make a video on TikTok using that filter, shorter version of this video if you want to go and see that, and I will rate the books after I finish reading them. I don't know how many I'm going to get through. I'm a reasonably fast reader, and when I say reasonably fast, I mean I'm a very fast reader. A novel like this is a really good book, by the way. I highly recommend reading. About 3 or 4 hours, probably closer to 3 hours for a novel. We'll see how many I get through. That's another challenge. I'm going to try get through as many as I possibly can. It's a really gloomy day. I love reading. I feel like reading. I'm in the mood to just read some good books, so hopefully BookTok doesn't let me down. So let's get into the video. My phone case is literally the Hogwarts castle and the flying car from Chamber of Secrets. We are going to TikTok. No, I clicked the screen. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So the first one that has come up is the Song of Achilles, which is actually on my Apple Books to be read list. The reason I haven't already read it is because I thought it was kind of expensive. We're gonna go do it. It's on my to be read. I'm also gonna point out that I do not have the physical copies of the books. I read books on Apple Books because I prefer to read on my phone. That way I can lie on my bed on my side and be like this. I just find it a lot easier. Oh, it's a really good thing. I put $20 as an Apple gift card onto my account. Ooh, this sounds cool. Oh, I'm so down with this book. I'm actually surprised I hadn't read it previously. $19. What's the actual retail price? I live for Greek mythology. It's $25 as a paperback book. I'm saving money by reading on my phone. Amazing. Books, 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 books. Kind of feel like reading on my chair at my desk. It's my desk though. You can kind of see I have LED lights now going around the outside of my desk, which I thought was so cool. I have an obsession with LED lights. I think they make room 10 times better. Okay, time to start reading. Okay, there's so many things on the table of contents. Oh, yes, okay. Oh, we need caffeine. I'm not gonna last very long sitting on this chair. I also like to listen to music while I read, so we're gonna on Spotify. I'm gonna listen to my fictional heartbreak playlist. Update. It has been an hour. It's actually been an hour and 4 minutes. I am 137 pages out of 650 pages in. I'm living for this book. It was really difficult to get into. I will say the first 2 chapters hard to swallow, but kind of necessary in introducing and getting into things. But I love it now. It's great. I'm going to continue reading because I don't have anything else to say yet. I will give hourly updates. It will probably only take me another, I don't know how long it's going to take me, honestly. I'm kind of hungry, so I might go get a snack and then I will continue reading. I have secured the M&Ms. I am also cooking mini pies, but for now I have secured the M&Ms. Mini pies! Oh, I should probably pause my timer. I have been reading this book for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I am 291 pages in. 45% of the book, so we're nearly halfway there. I did know that it would be a reasonably long book. So far so good. I'm living for it. It's good. It's a good story. We are getting to the part where I think they're gonna go off to war, battle. I'm not entirely sure. You know they gotta get there at some point, so I think we're up to this bit now. I feel like when I get to the end of this book, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not gonna say that it's a 5-star book. It's a good book. I love Greek mythology. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. You know what bugs me? Books with prophecies in them. Well, is this actually going to happen? Is it not? Can we read into it? I don't think they're necessary to the book. Like, that's my only opinion on this book. Is it going to be sad? I feel like it's going to have sad. It's going to be tragic, isn't it? Do, however, like the plot twist of, oh no, they've been torn apart. Oh wait, no, they're back together 2 pages later. They're literally in different places, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, which is really cute. It's not realistic in a book sense. It's been 3 hours and 15 minutes and I am 409 pages in. What I like about Apple Books is it tells me the percentage I've read. So I've read 63%. I have now come to learn that this is about the Trojan War, which I did not previously know. I don't know anything about the Trojan War actually, so this is all new information. We're reading, we're learning. It's very hard to swallow. It's a very difficult book because it is based on something like this. Good read. It's not something I would probably choose to read. Like I said, very difficult to swallow. No words. Okay, I am 4 hours and 28 minutes in. I have about 40 more pages to go. I'm at 600 pages now. This is a book. This is... Keep in mind, if you're watching this video and you want to read the book, spoilers, because I'm not going to beat around the bush of the book. I like how they get through the entire 10 years of the war very suddenly. Patroclus? Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say his name. His name is so hard to pronounce. They kill him off before Achilles, who's obviously going to die. I feel like he's like, my lover's dead now. I want to kill myself. Probably could have predicted all of these events because, like, why else would he go and kill Hector? Because the entire time he's like, nah, I'm not going after him even if it'll end the war. I accidentally forgot to restart my timer, but it's only been an additional 20 minutes, so I want to say that took me 4 hours and 45 minutes to read. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazingly written story. Like, it's so well done. It's an amazing piece of writing. It's not exactly my cup of tea. I live for Greek mythology, so I only rank it 4 out of 5 stars. It's not a 5-star book. Such a tragic story. So, on to the next book. I'm setting myself another gift card because inevitably I'm about to have to buy another book. That book just took me through so many emotions and I'm like, I need something happy. Book number 2. Ooh. Okay. The second book that has come up is Kingdom of the Wicked, which I also was on my to be read list, but it's not on my Apple Books to be read list. This one's only $12. I feel like this is a good book to move on to. It's a fantasy. I love fantasy books. I feel like this is going to be reasonably dark, which is why I haven't previously read it. I'm gonna lap my timer. You know what really bugs me? Oh, it has a map. I love when books have maps. Ooh. Oh, it's like the 7 deadly sins. So they have houses for each of the... That's such a cool concept though. Here's the thing about books. If the prologue's not good, it makes me not want to read the book. Hourly update for book number 2. It's been an hour and 3 minutes and I have read 150 pages. This one's 800, but I think the font size is bigger. 10 p.m. I'm determined to finish this book, no matter what time it takes you to. If I'm up till 2 a.m. reading, we're doing it. We will make it. I need caffeine. Yeah. We live for a good fantasy book. It has been 2 hours and I am 44% of the way through the book, which is 358 pages. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I feel like I'm going to finish this. Blankets are just so fluffy, but I'm going to continue reading. We're doing this. It's just such a good book. Honestly, I live for this. The sarcasm exchanged is just high. It has now been 3 hours. I have read 545 pages. I'm living for this book. Like, I love it. It's great. It's what I need in my life. Onwards we go, I'll update you in another hour. I skipped the 4-hour mark because it's been just over 4 hours. 4 hours and 12 minutes. I just finished the book. It ended on a cliffhanger and now I'm mad because I want to read the second one. I absolutely loved every second of it. So good. So many plot twists. I'm rating it 5 stars on my Apple Books app. Good morning. I think it's like hour number 9. We are going to find out what book number 3 is going to be. Right now, we're doing it. We're going to TikTok. We're going to find out what book number 3 is. It's come up with the Love Hypothesis, which I've actually already read. It's on my Apple Books already. So I guess we're doing a bit of a reread. We're going to do this. I'm actually going to get food. Has been an hour. It says 9 hours because I've lapped it for each book. It's been an hour and 2 minutes. I am 160 pages in. It doesn't tell me the percentage because I've already previously finished the book. I love fake dating books. They're so good. It's so nice and lighthearted. It's very different to the other 2 books. Enjoyable read. It's everything you want in a lighthearted romance book. Hourly update for the Love Hypothesis. It's been 2 hours, 337 pages out of 700. Nearly halfway there. Hopefully this book takes me under 4 hours, but I honestly don't mind because the story is just good enough to continue reading onwards, and I wouldn't mind. I'm listening to Taylor Swift at the same time. Not an hourly update, just a thought, just sharing my thoughts with the world. Am I the only one that just cannot understand the concept? I think it's just my personality of studying hours on end and going into a lab and just doing sciencey things. Like, it's a cool concept, but the amount of hours that go in for research, I just would not have the motivation. I'd be like, no. Does anybody else think that Adam should be like blonde or have light hair? Because I can't see the whole black hair thing. Like, I just can't. Yeah, it's a fictional book. I can imagine characters over. We're just friends, right? Hourly update number 3. It's not really an hourly update because it's actually been 3 hours and 19 minutes. We've just hit the halfway mark. So it's been 12 hours of reading time total. And I am 580 pages in. We'll get through this book and then another 2 books. I hope. I just finished. It took me 3 hours and 52 minutes, so that was the fastest out of all of the books. It's been 12 hours and 35 minutes in total of reading time. I've already rated the book 5 stars. I rated it 5 stars the first time I read it. Still a 5-star book. Would read it again. It's really nice. It's a comfort read. Sweet book. It's a cute story. It's an easy book to read. According to Google, all of these books have an average read time of about 7 hours, and I've done them all within 4 hours. I'm doing pretty good. We are gonna pick book number 4. Let's go and find out what it is. Ooh, okay. Number 4 is These Are Violent Delights, so let's go buy it on Apple Books because I haven't read it, I don't own it. Let's go see how much money it's gonna cost me. It's a twist on Romeo and Juliet, so exciting. It's gonna be real tragic, but that's okay. Ooh, dark twist on Romeo and Juliet. Okay, that sounds good. If TikTok says I have to read it, I have to read it. Hourly update number 1 for These Violent Delights. I am 123 pages in. This one's been a little bit slower and it is a lot longer. It's out of 1,000 pages. So I think it's going to take me roughly 5 hours. I would have read more within the first hour. The only reason I didn't was because I was trying to eat and read at the same time and it was not going very well for me. It's okay now. We're on the roll. We're reading. I braided my hair just now because it was a fluffy mess. I will say I'm very much enjoying this book. It is a good take on Romeo and Juliet. It's set in the 1920s in Shanghai, but a sort of fantasy element to it from what I can tell. Hour 2 update, that doesn't say 2, that says 14. I am 261 pages in. It is taking me a while to get through this book. I don't know why. It's 25% of the way through, so I'm a quarter of the way through the book. So with that calculations, it's gonna take me about 8 hours. I really hope that's not true. I think I can pick up the speed. I've had a few distractions while trying to read this one. My mind is kind of elsewhere at this point in time because this is a lot of reading. It's a lot of information and they're very different books and they're very different things. However, this book I can actually give my thoughts and opinions on. I love Juliet. I love her. She is a badass character. I think Roma is a bit of a pushover from what I can tell. I don't know. I just don't like him. Nothing's really happened yet. We've had a little bit of their backstory. We continue onwards. 3 hour update. I am 420 pages in, which is 40% of the book. We're nearly halfway there. Nearly. So I think it's going to take me somewhere between 5 and 6 hours. Probably closer to 6 hours. So let's keep going. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. I am hour number 4 in, nearly 17 hours in total of reading time. 578 pages into this book. I feel like it's unnecessarily long. I get every part of the book and I love the plot. It's just at this point in time when I'm 4 books in, it's a lot to read and a lot of information, and I feel like it could be condensed just a little bit. Obviously this is 1,000 of these pages, which is not actually 1,000 pages of a book, and nothing truly interesting has happened yet. I do love the characters and I do love plot and how it's developing. I just want it to I just want to speed it along just a little bit faster. This is the update for hour number 5. Yeah, that's right, 5 hours. I am 764 pages in, which is 72% of the book. So we are getting there. It's gonna take me at least another hour, probably 2. I think it's gonna take me to 7 hours. We can do this. I will succeed. I will finish this book. Plot is definitely getting better as I'm going along. I feel like it was just the middle section that was very hard to just move on through. There's a couple of bits where there's different languages in the book, but they don't actually get translated, which is kind of interesting. I do love how they talk about switching accents, switching languages. The amount of languages they speak is incredible. It's just really interesting to know that they've gone through all this effort to switch up their accent or switch up the language that they're speaking or dialect that they're speaking, depending on who they're speaking to, or if they don't want to be overheard by certain people around. It's a cool concept. We're on hour number 6. Okay, because I am 912 pages in, 86% of the way through, and it's going to take me less than an hour to finish. We are 19 hours into this. I am going to start a 5th book. I was going to stop. Just finished These Violent Delights. I'm gonna rank it a 4 stars. It dragged on just a little bit too much for my liking. However, the ending was so well written. I was shocked. Like, I did not see any of it coming. Not even to do with the monster or anything. It was just the plot twist and then the epilogue plot twist. 5. Book number 5. We're taking book number 5. How much this book gonna cost me is the real question. Book number 5 is It Ends So Fast by Colleen Hoover, which I didn't actually really want to read. I don't know what it is. I feel like the Colleen Hoover books, I haven't read any of them, but the reviews I've gotten are very mixed. Some people absolutely love all her books. Some people are like, So we'll see. I guess I should give it a go. I don't even want to know how much money I've spent on this video. Could I get it as an audiobook? I feel like it'd be easier if I listened to a book. I don't like audiobooks, and I don't really want to, but I kind of feel like I have to. There is an audiobook. I'm listening to it as an audiobook. Hourly update number 1. I am 20 hours into my reading. I'm not actually reading at the moment. I'm listening to the audiobook of It Ends So Fast because I actually cannot focus on words. So far so good. I personally don't think this book is my cup of tea, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. It's even funnier when it's an audiobook and it's being read out. I've never listened to an audiobook before. It makes things just so much funnier. I'm cringing so much at some of the lines though. I was actually trying to read this as a book. I don't think I'd be able to. Hourly update number 2. I have about 3 more hours left until we hit 24 hours. I probably won't update you all again till at that 24 hours or I finish the book. Whichever comes first, I think it's going to be the 24 hours, which means I'm not going to be able to finish the book before we get there. I have the worst headache, so I'm just listening to the audiobook. I have all my lights turned off. I will see you all when we hit 24 hours. 24 hours complete. We did it. We did it. And we're never doing it again. 24 hours of reading. I am going to update you on It Ends So Fast. I made it about halfway through the audiobook. I did fall asleep while listening to it. As an audiobook, it is 11 hours long and I was listening to it on double the amount of speed. I will say that I'm not going to continue listening to the audiobook and I won't finish the book because I find it really boring. I don't like it. It's not my type of story. It's an amazing piece of writing, don't get me wrong. I do know the plot and I have read a few of the comments on the audiobook and I was like, yeah, this is not my thing. It's gonna frustrate me. It's gonna be, I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. What I did get to listen to of it was amazing, was only really good to fall asleep to. Not really good as a book for me personally. I know it is a really good book and people do love the story. I'm more of a fantasy book sort of person. We did it. We made it. We made it through 4.5 books, which I think is pretty impressive in 24 hours. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, turn on my post notifications, follow all of my social media, which will be in the description box down below, and give this video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video.